Hey Sim fans, so a lot of you I know are always talking about how you wanted Sims pets in The Sims 4, and you're sort of gonna get it now. So The Sims 4, cats and dogs, is finally here. So obviously that doesn't include horses, it doesn't include... You know what would be kind of cool? You always see rich people who have like safaris in their backyard because, I mean, at some point you're so fucking rich, it's like, well, what are you gonna do with your money? I don't know, maybe I'll put a safari in my backyard and save the endangered animals. That would be really cool. Game pack idea, Sims, write it down, please. But yeah, cats and dogs. So cats and dogs are probably everyone's favorite pets. It's the most normal, basic pets you can have. So that's pretty cool. I know so many people wanted this. And I'm going to slow down this trailer and we'll talk more specifically about the trailer in a second and what we see in it. Oh, look at the little costumes. Or we can talk about it now. I do like the costumes. Those are cute. I like that. You can kind of... It looks like all the animals have their own little personalities too. I've read you don't get to control your pets. I kind of like controlling my pets sometimes, but it's not a deal breaker for me by any means. So create cats and dogs, bond with your pets, become a vet, and run a clinic. That's a really cool new thing. I like that they added the vet thing because, you know, it's a whole new job you can add. Obviously, it's going to be sort of depressing, though. Man, I had to go to the last time I was at the vet, we had to put my childhood cat down. I went with my mom and Alex, and we were just in there crying. It was so hard. It's a rough moment in everyone's life. I'm sure many of you have owned pets, have been through that, and it's hard. You know, they're family. So, oh, look at the little bandana. That's cute. Graphic-wise, I'm in between thinking they look really cute and also a little derpy sometimes. Now, that's also kind of based on the animal's personality. I'm sure that has a little to do with it, but the graphics are just okay on them. I think one of the biggest criticisms for Sims 4 that I've heard from just numerous players is that not everyone was thrilled with the graphics and the design. But that's okay. This definitely does fit with, you know, how the Sims 4 looks. But yeah, sometimes the animals look a little, But one of the best things about owning pets, and that this expansion pack is sort of they're talking about, is that the animals are going to have these really strong personalities. And again, that's one of the best things about parts of owning a pet. You get to learn your pet's personality, and sometimes they're crazy, sometimes they're laid back. Oh my, look at this little beggar. Look at this little beggar. My cats have been begging a lot lately, and we've been thinking about getting a dog because we have more time now. And well, we thought we had more time, and then we both ended up traveling a whole bunch for work, and it was like, but maybe one day I want a dog. I've always I grew up with cats and dogs, and I only have the cats now, and they're great, but I love dogs. I love being active with dogs. Dogs. You can walk a cat, but let's be real, you'd rather walk a dog. So the vet portion of this, I like this. That'll be a fun thing to do. I'm definitely, it'll probably be the first thing I do is make a sim, have them become a vet, and obviously they'll have their own animals as well. I wonder about if you're not home, do you need to hire someone to watch over your dog, or, you know, your dogs will be fine. They'll open the door themselves and be able to go outside. How's that sort of thing going to work? Is there a poop shovel? Also another very important thing to ask. The Sims 2, I've been playing a lot of it, and can people like stop hitting me up? Jesus. Sims 2 had this annoying aspect where random animals pretty much every night will come into your yard and dig a hole. Also kind of a cool thing though is when those animals would come to your yard, you could get to know them and then eventually adopt them. So maybe we could have random animals that you could interact with in the wild cats, dogs, and then they become your pet. That would be cool. And then sometimes they also have like special animals. Remember the unicorn in Sims 3? I liked that. That was cool. I wonder if there's going to be any special pets you can find. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. Look at the little kitty cat. And then Mr. Angry. But yeah, I think it would be so cool to see a game pack. Because they do sort of, you can notice, they sort of have built some game packs off of expansion packs. Like it sort of uses the same gameplay mechanics. Like the restaurant one is a good idea. I can't go out to eat. What was the, I don't even remember what the game pack was called, but it's sort of built off of Get to Work, where you can own your own store and everything. It's sort of built off of that. I would like to see more animals added, and I guess it wouldn't really surprise me if they added them to a game pack instead of, you know, being in the actual expansion pack. I mean, hey, then you get $60, right? They get the 20 for the game pack, they get the 40 for the expansion pack. In a way, I think some people are questioning this. I've already seen it. People are like, well, this looks more like a game pack. It's hard to tell, you know, off of a minute and a half trailer. You can't tell everything that's in the game, and maybe it is huge, maybe it's not. I think with them adding stuff packs and game packs and having the expansion packs, inevitably Sims players are going to compare all three, and they're going to say, okay, a game pack is $20. Is this expansion pack really worth 50% more of my money? You know, so I think they're always going to run into that criticism, and you're always going to see that. I love the little hot dog outfits. I have one of those. My cats don't like it, though. They hate it. So I am excited about this. I hope that there is a decent amount of content, and I don't feel like, you know, it's sort of like, is it big enough for an expansion pack? That's why I'm always concerned about that. But I do know that I am a little like, sometimes I'm like, just, I've done this challenge, I've done this with The Sims 4, I've done all that, and you're just kind of struggling to find new things to do. And if you pause the game right here, you can see that the player is choosing from a color wheel what exact colors they want their dog's fur to be. I am assuming, hopefully, that this will kind of contribute to a creative style, as well as maybe it'll just be where you can choose your Sims hair color. But that is a color wheel, and maybe it's not only for pets. That's what, like, if they're gonna put it in there, you know, they might as well put it in for a few things, right? Will this feel like a super new experience? I don't know. You know, we've had pets expansion packs in every Sim, Sims 1, Sims 2, Sims 3, so maybe it'll sort of feel like more of the same, and maybe it won't. I think the veterinarian job is a huge, like, it improves on the predecessors of this expansion pack. So Sims 3, pets, Sims 2, Sims 1. They didn't have the vet stuff. Now Sims 4 does. It does improve it. So hopefully it feels that way. What do you guys think? I'm curious. I always like seeing what you guys have to say. There's always like a huge variety of opinions in my comment sections whenever I go over like new Sims trailers. So it's usually pretty fun to read. Check out the comments down below. I won't delete anything if it's negative or whatever. I was looking at the maybe Sims fans are just extra positive, but somehow I sort of have a hard time believing that. And you know what, you guys? You don't need to be positive to, you know, a publisher like EA. You don't need to be positive. I know the Battlefield community was very vocal about things they didn't like about the series, and in turn, EA has really improved a lot of stuff in that game. So you don't always, I'm not telling you to like talk shit to devs or anything like that, but respectable criticism is a really good thing. And you shouldn't be afraid to voice those opinions. And you don't always have to be positive. I saw a lot of comments that were like, we should be saying thank you to EA. Well, we kind of do say thank you when we, you know, buy the product. That's the biggest, that's the best, that's what they want. They want you to buy it. They don't need you to say thank you. Compliments are nice, of course, but always feeding new ideas and things that you want. I think that and the criticisms are some of the most important things that publishers need to see so that they can improve their different series that they work on. Because again, Battlefield, Battlefront as well with Battlefront 2, I think they're giving free DLC with that, free maps. So, you know, players need to be vocal if they don't like something in their game, but do so in a respectful manner, and I think your point comes across a lot stronger. So never be afraid to like say things like that, and I look forward to reading all of that in the comment section. I'm curious what you guys think, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Oh, and also say if you're going to buy the game or not. Curious. Also, something I was curious about, I don't know if I've talked about this on my YouTube channel, but I did a live stream of me watching EA Plays Live, and I was really shocked they display all of their games. They did not display The Sims at all. They showed trailers of sports games, of Battlefront, of Call of Duty, or not Call of Duty, wow. Whoops, Battlefield. They shared those things, but there wasn't one Sims trailer in the EA Plays conference. And I was like, why aren't they showing off the Sims? Is it that they think maybe their main Sim demographic isn't going to watch this conference? I just couldn't comprehend it. Who knows? But it annoyed me a little bit because I was like, there's probably like girls who love The Sims and maybe don't like all these like first person shooters or sports games. Like, why not have a trailer for them? I don't know what that was about. I guess that's sort of irrelevant to this video though, but it's just something that popped in my head. Like, oh yeah, they didn't even showcase The Sims on the EA Plays conference. Like, maybe they had it actually at EA Plays. Like, I'm sure they had like a Sims booth and everything, but not on the actual conference showing off any new trailers. So, okay, whatever. And I hope you all have a wonderful day.